My name is Salkocamobosnianfood and I'm reporting for IHSWRED. Today we'll be taking a look at the Bosnian culture in Ithaca or abroad, wherever they may be. How did you come to Ithaca, New York?
1992, war started in Bosnia, so we were for almost 2 years in the war. And then finally, after all this was happening, we had to leave the Bosnia. So we ended up in Germany, in Stuttgart, and we stayed there for about like 5 years, 4 or 5 years. And my old son was born like 1997, so the Germany didn't want any more refugees to stay in their country, so we had to leave, and we had only 2 choices, which is go back in Bosnia, which is still wasn't good, or come to United States. With a 3-month-old baby in the middle of winter, we had to leave Germany, so we decided to go in United States. So it was an organization who was bringing all the refugees, helping the refugees to come to United States. So we had some relatives. My husband had some relatives in Chicago. They were kind of our sponsor. So we ended up in Chicago like 1998. And it was very hard way, new country, new language. Everything was new for us with the baby. So it was really hard. After a few months, my sister-in-law came with her family in Ithaca, and of course it's much easier to stay together, and we want to be together, so that's how we ended up in Ithaca actually.
How do you keep the Bosnian tradition alive in your household after coming to America?
Since English is our second language, so we speak Bosnian at home, and pretty much we are cooking all the Bosnian food. It's kind of like every day we're making the fresh food, cooking everything. And it's a little bit hard to find the Bosnian spices and ingredients. Even Bosnian coffee, it's a different way to make it. So sometimes we're going, many times actually, we're going to Syracuse or Utica to find those ingredients. And it's pretty much traditional that we keeping the healthy and fresh food every day that we're cooking.
Today we'll be taking a look at one of the more common traditional Bosnian foods, chicken and rice. This chicken and rice is a more common traditional food found in Bosnia. Pour some rice into a little pan, get it, start cooking. Put some special vegeta, which is a Bosnian, you could say, spice, really common in Bosnian culture, and you just mix it up. The aroma of the spices just tingles, and you can hear it, extracting its flavors into the rice. Up next, they put some water so that the rice can soak it up and, expand and become like true rice. After that, you place it in the oven at around 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Up next is the time for the chicken. Some breadcrumbs. And you just carefully dip the chicken that is already seasoned from the day before in special Bosnian ingredients. The sautéed chicken, after it's placed in breadcrumbs, is carefully placed onto the hot oil pan. The chicken is definitely one of my favorite meals that I've tried during this visit. Another common Bosnian tip: always clean up the kitchen while you're actually cooking. After the chicken's done, which should take roughly around half an hour to 45 minutes, you just place the chicken on top, and the full Bosnian chicken and rice meal is finally finished. A little ivar, which is a very mild sauce that the Bosnians use, and they dip the chicken into the sauce, and of course the bread. My name's Salkocamo from IHS WRED. Hope you enjoyed that little segment on Bosnian food. Be sure to check in next time for more interesting stuff. Oop, izgas.